Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G456 game with Montu, Slim, and Wolfie. Let's look at the draft. I see Field Warden. There's also Beekeeper plus Remodeler. That's kind of a fun combo. I think though I'm not taking those two, and those two are both getting taken anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna get both cards. The pick is Field Warden. Field Warden is quite strong. Unblockable access to Plowsow is very good. Field Warden is a quite solid first pick. Let's resize all of these. Kind of try to lay out the window the way I like it. All right. We're just waiting on Montu to pass a card. Field Warden goes well with all my last three picks. Yeah. You're right about that. I think Spring Worker maybe a little less so, but yes, I agree. I agree. Wolfie says these ox suck. So there's Drunkard here. Do I want to take Drunkard with a Field Warden game? Or the other, so I think probably looking at this, I mean, I could do Hedgekeeper. I could do Drunkard. I could do Undergardener. The nice thing about Field Warden is you can kind of ignore crops until the last 3 rounds of the game. And then you can start doing plow, 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 sow, plow, plow, sow to get your 5 fields. So you can kind of ignore crops until then as well. But I think Drunkard is kind of an interesting card. Thing is, I don't like it so much if I'm not actively baking with it. I could take Undergardener, I could take Chief's Daughter, I could take Hedgekeeper, I could take Sunday Worker. I think all of those are reasonable picks here. I think what I do is take Undergardener and then plan to build a cooking hearth and feed with vegetables, and Field Warden can sow me like 3 vegetables or something. And yeah, Sunday Worker, maybe, I don't know. It would let me double plow sow unblockably. Then we've got Hedgekeeper. Hedgekeeper is quite a solid card. I think I like Undergardener here. And maybe we can actually try to set up a day labor strategy, which I never do. Okay, so then Smuggler seems like a good option here. So get a little bit of excess wood, turn the 2 wood into 2 grain with 1 action. So not Supervisor. Chimney sweep is probably playable if I'm gonna day labor combo. There's also a reason for me to build an oven myself, just to increase the number of players with an oven. And stone house doesn't really come into play until later, but the oven does. So, yeah, chimney sweep looks playable here. And then not really too excited about any of these. I don't think I want mushroom collector or water carrier or maid, so I think stone custodian seems fine. Stone custodian kind of is a funny card. Um, if you play it when stone comes out the first time, it can be, basically food per round for a bit, then becomes 2 food per round for a bit. Especially depending on the game. Sometimes people really don't take the stone aggressively. So yeah, I think this is looking okay. I'm gonna be right back. Drunkard did come back. Yeah, that's surprising. Looks like it's the pick. Clay Mixer. You don't want to just take Clay that many times throughout the game. And these two picks are both quite bad, so I'll take Merchant. Ooh, oh, man. What's wrong? Yeah, this is quite a good pack. Sorry, Slim is saying he's having issues. All right, Reed Pond is great. Riding Plow is great. My one concern about Reed Pond is I don't know if I actually want to play 3 occupations super early. I wonder if the pick should just be Riding Plow because of how good it's going to be with Field Warden. It's literally going to let me get max crops with 2 actions throughout the whole game, which seems pretty good. And I think Reed Pond is quite good, but I think Riding Plow, that's just too good to pass up on. I do like Clay Supports, I do like Reed Pond, but yeah, this is just too good to pass up on. Huh. We actually have like an imported timber set up here, because I don't really have any occupations I care to play that early. Food storehouse seems okay. Cloister's not bad. I think this is an imported timber game, though. I think imported timber is going to be pretty good. Oh no, is this still... Slim still having issues? I hope not. Come on. Usually you just have to move your cards around a bit and then it's fine. Yeah, I think imported timber looks cool. Like, play it in round 5, get a free small pasture. Or not quite free, but get a small pasture that I can use to hold some breeding animals. Costermonger's Barrow looks okay. So that plus that makes Undergardener, you know, a 4 food and 1 point action, which is pretty solid. Don't really think I need Potato Dibber. Wooded Strongbox. There's definitely support for a massive, massive house for the whoever took clay supports. Clay supports into Cloister into Wooden Strongbox for a 6-point farm or 6-room farm. Gonna be a lot of points. I could consider something like Ram with my imported timber. Go for a breeding pair that way. And then we've got Manger. Manger doesn't really work with Riding Plow and imported timber, so I think the pick is Costermonger's Barrow here. So with Smuggler, I can kind of look at Drunkard as if it's pay one food to get a stone each round. And I kind of need to think about if that's something I want to do. There is delay on it, but like what I do, if I think of my day labor action as 2 food, a vegetable, and a grain or a stone, would I do that every round? Or 1 food, a vegetable, and a stone or a grain? Would I do that every round? Probably not every round. Maybe once I have family growth, though, I might consider doing it. Yeah, my Ox are okay, but I mean, the best one, Field Warden, doesn't have to be played until late. Smuggler doesn't have to be played till like round 11. I could play Smuggler in round 11, convert, end up with 4 green where I had none before. Could still play Drunkard, could still play Stone Custodian, but I'm not obligated to. All right, what do we have here? Well, Beanhole plus Undergardener is a thing. Mini pasture and imported timber is a thing. Beanhole or mini pasture? Beanhole is kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. That with Undergardener, it's just so much food out of one action. And then is salary playable? Whenever I use day labor, I can swap a building resource to another. So like turn a clay into a wood, or a clay into a reed, or a useless reed into a stone at the end of the game, something like that. What are the alternatives? The alternative of dough is fine though. Like dough is a food for a point is fine. Salary is does not do a lot. So it's like not really worth the action. I'd rather play something that, yeah, gets me a point. Does a bit more. And I mean, I might end the game with a couple useless clay and think, oh, I wish I had changed them into other stuff. But then I would have had to play salary, and I'm not that interested in playing salary. So yeah, it looks like we should focus not on occupations in the early game. Go for accumulating wood and reed and food. So we actually have a panda game. We can imported timber plus panda to get bonus points whenever we take reed. Or we can take unwanted goods here. So the question is, how often am I actually going to want to take reed? So the reedstone food space is good. And if I'm going to build a bunch of rooms, that's a reason to go on it a bunch of times. But if I don't build the Basket Maker's Workshop, then a card like Panda is not as good. I have no other combos specifically with the Reedstone food space. And I do have, like, I get a lot of food on day labor, so the food from Reedstone Food is not as important. So it's really just Reedstone Point. And how often will I want to do that action? I might want to do it a lot. Like once every other round or something. But the other thing is Unwanted Goods is pretty solid. It's a quite solid card. Throw away my Stone Custodian or whatever. How about how not animal feed? So I'm thinking not animal feed because probably Riding Plow gets played in round 13 with my last move to plow 3 fields, and then Riding Plow gets used again in round 14. So I think I probably just won't have planted fields until, like, I won't have 4 planted fields until almost the end of round 14. So then animal feed is, yes, one of each type of animal if I play it after, but the minor space has to be available, and I have to already have the animals. I think not animal feed here. I think I'm looking for early game cards, and it's Panda, which will get me points. Like Panda, if it gets me 3 points, is just like pretty much strictly better than animal feed. It's way easier to play. Unwanted Goods, though. Hmm. Let's try this Panda. And then we got Peasant's Boutique back. All right. All right. All right. Let's see if we can make this work. And we start in start player, meaning we don't have to play an occupation, which is awesome. Reedstone Food it is. Need to rearrange the farms. Alright, so patron for Slim. So Slim's going to want to play a bunch of occupations. Wolfie takes 3 wood ahead of playing an occupation, so Wolfie might not want to plow that many times. And Montu has Pickler. Alright, well, hopefully my Undergardener does some work. I wonder if Montu also picked up the Potato Dibber. It might be very difficult, especially if I want a Costermonger's Barrow. It might be very difficult to compete with Montu for the Pickler. Might be very difficult. So the plan roughly is get up to 8 wood. 8 wood lets me play imported timber to build a pasture. It lets me play build a stable when I build a room. And then I play Panda on family growth or on a start player action. And then after that, every time I take Reedstone Food or take Reed for my Basket Maker's Workshop, I'm getting a bonus point while doing it. Seems pretty good. Slim is playing Unwanted Goods. Yep, I think this card is quite nice. Get a read early, increase your action, make your actions better in stage 2. Increase your action quality. I guess that's what I was stumbling over saying. So if 3 wood could come around, I'd be happy with that going forth. If it's not 3 wood, we might be forced to 2 reed or 2 wood. Flip throws away salary. Did I pass Slim any day labor combos? Hopefully he didn't open Quarry or something like that. Kind of surprised to see salary there. What did I took dough over it? I guess that pack was fairly weak. If my picks were between salary and dough. Yeah, there were a lot of people on the site. There's a lot of people on today as well. A lot of people. It's pretty awesome. Everyone's stuck inside. Montu day labor, wolfie to clay, yeah. Pretty typical. There was... I've gotten my drafts confused because we had to abort a draft because one of the players disappeared. Hill Farmer? Is Hill Farmer in this draft? Or was that the last draft? Is Canada locked down? Well, so Ontario, where I live, the province I live in, is in a state of emergency. And there are a couple other provinces that have done that. 3 wood is exactly what I wanted. Was the last one? Okay. There are a couple other provinces that are like that, but then there are some that are not on state of emergency. And really the state of emergency just means bars, restaurants are closed. It seems like I don't know if people are like if shopping places are still open. Like I haven't tried to go to a mall or whatever, but any place where you would get high numbers of people. But apparently there's still people in the malls. I've just kind of heard secondhand. So Slim plays Plow Deal Maker. I've been basically just trying to stay at home as much as possible, although we do have to move, so we are kind of also looking for a place to move in about a month, so trying to figure that out as well. So that's making things extra complicated because we don't know what the situation will be like in 3 or 4 weeks. So Plow Deal Maker for Slim, which I used last game, although that one will not be posted onto YouTube yet because I left it as one for a day when I can't do a video or don't do a video. Kind of gonna try to make a bit of a backup, and so that I can try to do daily uploads, especially this time because everyone's got lots of time, more time at home than they're used to. So Wolfie played Working Gloves. This is kind of unusual. Maybe thinking that he wants this ox spam. The big advantage of Working Gloves is that you can use the expensive occupation space, which is sometimes like quite prohibitively expensive to do. These moves are all pretty bad. I could 2 wood here, but I really want 3 wood, which I think I've talked about that a bit before. I could take 1 grain. I kind of want to just take food, I guess. Like 2 food fishing. I don't really want a day labor. I don't really want to put more food into the game because I'm not playing I'm not playing occupations, so I'm not using that much food. So I'll let my opponents do it. Maybe Wolfie just really wanted to get on Reedstone food. That's the only reason he played Working Gloves, just because it was an option. So then we get 3 wood here, so that's nice. Happy about that. Thing is, I could play Imported Timber here on Start Player. Save 2 wood. Well, really only save 1 wood, so it's not really that significant. But it is a Start Player action versus a fencing action. There's also no one with a fireplace yet. So I could Start Player Imported Timber into playing 3 sheep. The problem with that is that I probably end up... It would take a lot of work for me to get the sheep breeding. I think I'll stick with the panda strats. So I'll take 3 food fishing if it comes around, because the rest of this board is Not looking too good. Montu plays Lady in Waiting. Alright. Yeah, I don't have any start player actions that I want to do, so it would be nice to get on Reedstone Food again, but I probably get 2 reed passed to me. Yeah, Montu with 3 reed definitely is looking to get 1 food efficiently, and Reedstone Food is like the best way to get 1 food in this part of the game. Wolfie probably going to second action grab the 3 sheep. So Wolfie might first move take the Reedstone Food, and then second action take 3 sheep. And Slim, not sure what Slim's going to do. Take grain. Alright. Yeah, like all the stuff I like to do is closed down. The magic shop's closed down. The Friday Night Magic group at the university is closed down. Soccer and hockey's closed down. Yeah. My climbing gym's closed down. All the recreational facilities are closed. It's disappointing. But I mean it's got to be done, you know. It's got to be done. So I think we 2 reed here. 4 wood is kind of tempting, but we do want to be able to build a room as soon as possible. Getting Reedstone Food once more so we can make sure we get that Basket Maker's Workshop. It could be pretty nice. Although if anyone really wanted the Basket Maker's Workshop, like if anyone had Guildmaster, they would have taken Peasant's Boutique. So I'm pretty confident that no one really wants the Basket Maker's Workshop. It's just the fact that Reedstone Food is such a good action. That's why it's kind of getting some interest here. So Wolfie's playing Beekeeper, or thinking of maybe not. Maybe trying to decide if it's better to pay a food. Thing is, Beekeeper is kind of deadly, or kind of dangerous, because if I start player, then Slim could build the cooking hearth, and then take 4 sheep with his first action. Especially if Montu does not take the 3 wood. If Montu does not take the 3 wood, then I can start player and then give Slim that option of getting the first sheep grab. Now, Slim does have patrons, so Slim might not value the first sheep grab that highly. Montu day labors. If I start player and Slim takes the 3 wood, then I just first action build a room next round, right? No, that doesn't work. Never mind. I kind of would like to start player into 6 wood, because then I could I could start player imported timber and then spend a bunch of wood, like past, like below 7. But the problem, and if I'm not guaranteed to get the 6 wood back, so that would be pretty dangerous. It could really put me behind on building a room. And with Montu being the first to build before me, I want to make sure that I'm right behind Montu, ready to grow. Extension doesn't work on multi-twitch. That's funny. Sheep Whisperer. Last sheep would go on round 15, so it's gone. Okay. Well, Slim to build a room has to start player to get action priority over me and take wood. There are two wood spots available. I don't know what Slim has in their hand. I do have imported timber. I am happy to play imported timber. Yeah, you know what? I want to play Panda on family growth. So let's do this. 1, and then build 4. Build a pasture. And then, yeah, then there's no way that Slim can jump me. So then Wolfie will take the sheep. And then I will build a room in a stable first action round 6. So if Reedstone Food could come back, that would make me happy. Ooh, Slim goes for clay. Not even wood. I maybe did not need to do that start player action. But I don't know. I think it was an okay move. Not my greatest, but oh man, I can Reedstone Food and potentially get 6 wood next round. If Slim is going to keep ignoring. Keep ignoring stuff. Should I build 2 rooms? I wasn't planning on it, but I have 4 reed available now. 10 wood, 4 reed. I think this panda combo is going to be pretty good, and I do need to get my feeding going. I could build 2 rooms, though. If I build 2 rooms, the miner that I play on family growth becomes doe. Oh, wow. Slim just played wood buyer. Huh. AKA, if I first action take 6 wood, he can buy a wood from me and then build a room. That is very spicy. So Montu and Wolfie are both saying 3 wood is so obvious. I think you guys are missing something. They're missing. The fact that if I take 6 wood, Slim is now able to build and jumps me in the build growth queue. And yes. Yeah, they're like yeah. I think I build actually. I think I build. And yeah. And I'm only going to build 1 room as well because I really want to get this this basket maker's workshop. DB. Moose guy, see someone on the receiving part of king making. Yeah, I don't really think this is king making. I think this was a really smart move by Slim. I think that was a really smart move by Slim. I think he just bought himself 6 wood by playing wood buyer. My post was because someone king. It's not really. They weren't trying to king make. It was just like it's happened a couple times in the last couple games that I've noticed people I think what in my opinion is a mistake. So it's just kind of, yeah, I guess I was sort of complaining about king making a little bit, but so round 7 we play Panda. And then we probably want to also be in a position to build the basket maker's workshop. So I don't really want to take read until it's actually been built. Yeah, this is a little risky. I'm also in a position where I could build a room in round 7. So if I'm in a position to build a room in round 7, then Slim has to be careful. Because I could first action build round 7 to be able to build round 8. So Slim actually needs to start player here. And then if Slim start players, he's also at risk of not getting a major minor in round 7. You would have to Reno plus clay oven. I assume Reno plus clay oven is the plan. Also, cured meat is really nice for Wolfie. This card is so good. The fact that it doesn't have like a room requirement means a two-room house can use it really nicely. It's quite nice. Ooh. So Slim did not build there, meaning I can build in round 7 to grow in round 8. Now if I do that, I am going to have a hard time getting wood for the rest of the game. But how do I pass up getting that 4th action, right? Getting that 4th growth in round 8? I think I probably can't. I think I probably should do it. Wolfie's playing Occupation Sunday Worker. Maybe Sunday work the 5-food fishing. Sometimes people will Sunday work Reedstone food to get the well. I guess he can Sunday work occupation since he plays occupations for building resources instead of food. Is Montu start playing? Yeah. Start player plus food storehouse. Yeah, I think I build a room here. So I feel pretty justified for not taking 5 wood in a food. Oh man, if I had alms here, or alms basket, Oh man. Undisturbed pond is fine, but the nice thing about alms is you get that immediate food injection. Oh man, I wish I had alms. Would be so good. Ooh, Slim is renovating. That I don't I'm not sure about. How does Sunday Worker plus that interact? Where's the WM compendium? Yeah, the Sunday Worker is a weird one. Rules. WM. Sunday Worker. On any accumulation space, double the amount of goods and or food taken, regardless of type. Yeah, so you're doubling what you take, not what you receive. There was a bug with the extension in Montu's last stream. It was showing the wrong cards from a different game altogether. Ooh, weird. Slim must have a Clay House card, I think we can assume. Probably pretty safely. So go ahead and play Panda, feed 5. Oh, like for Montu. Oh, Clay supports, of course. Of course, Clay supports. Forgot about that one. Yeah, Montu saying, still think Slim is dominant. I mean, I think I'm in a good position, but it could be better. I probably... can I play Dough next round? I guess I can play Beanhole. I have 1 stone. Yeah, I can play Beanhole. I don't have to play Dough. I was thinking, oh, I have to play Beanhole, but no. I know it's 5 food, right? Yeah, I did. So here's Remodeler for Montu. So Montu can first action start player, and the Reno space is very difficult to block. So yeah, Slim's in a tough spot. It's going to be difficult for Slim to get enough actions to... just going to have to wait his turn on the family growth queue, basically. It's actually possible that Slim does not build a room here. And if he doesn't build and Montu doesn't reno, I don't have to first action family growth, which could mean that I can take wood. And if I can take wood, I could play something like Beanhole. Or, sorry, Costermonger's Barrow. Man, I really wish I had Alms. Alms would just be the perfect card here. Yes, Slim just needs huge amounts of food for his plow deal maker and for his wood buyer. Slim just needs all the food he can get. I guess he has a sheep here, which he can't eat, unfortunately. Improvements for your thing, Montu. I like it. I like what you've done with it quite a bit. Nice thing about this is Montu can then reno turn it into a cooking hearth. That's the best part of Simple Fireplace. Sure, we can play Beanhole. Um, where's my arms? Yeah, my imported timber could have been so much better. So much better. Wolfie plays shovel worker. No, Wolfie, I want to play a free occupation here. Oh, I was thinking occupation into day labor, take vegetable. But it looks like I should get 6 wood next round. Well, maybe not. There's still time for Montu and Wolfie to take it. Because, yeah, I think I will probably under gardener into day labor, put a vegetable on round 9. That's probably my best way to feed in this next round. But there is 3 stone available. There's 2 reed available. Reed stone food. All of those are looking good. I wonder what the stats are like on Woodbuyer. I haven't seen Woodbuyer played in a while. Woodbuyer, power 0.7, so yeah, it's pretty low. But there are a lot of cards worse than it. Like Quarryman is rated lower, which is crazy. Quarryman can be good. Potter can be useful. Expert Builder's even lower. I'm surprised by that. The one thing, Maruska, so you know how you have the green dot? Maybe the green dot could in very faint letters say WSE Frank game number or something like that. It could maybe have a little more, there could be some information there. Like you could put in my name and then that would make it clear that, you know, so that if Montu switches his account and it says Montu, you know, he might think, oh, this is Montu, not Montu, TWO, for example. That kind of thing. Montu takes sheep. Interesting. Go ahead and play Undergardener. And then I'll last action day labor. And it is possible someone takes day labor to block me, but if they do, then I get something like Reedstone Food, which is okay. Yeah, Wolfie takes the 3 wood. That's okay. I have access to 4 stone next round. 4 stone or 3 reed, both of which would be pretty solid. Oh, and you know what? Montu needs the reno here, so Montu can't block my day labor. HIKLJ says re-clicking on a card should hide if it's open. That sometimes is really difficult to implement, because sometimes you just have it programmed one way, and that the game doesn't necessarily remember, or the extension doesn't necessarily remember where the window is. Not for Moose. FF, delay, vegetable. Put the vegetable in the bean hole. Onto family growth plus diamond mine. I think given that all the majors are basically available still, the pick is 4 stone here. Although taking 3 wood in this game is actually like fairly important because of wood buyer. Wood buyer is going to eat up all of our stuff. So like this 5 stone is the Basket Maker's Workshop and the well, which is pretty nice. But of course I have to go back and get breed. Alternatively, I could play Costermonger's Barrow. And if I play Costermonger's Barrow, then I can take vegetable here. If I play Costermonger's Barrow, then I think what I'm setting up for is taking day labor once per round for the rest of the game. One round it's to put in the bean hole, and then 1 round, or to leave and accumulate, and then the other round it's to get it to throw on Costermongers. Which might not be a bad idea to do. Oh no, Slim took all my reed. That makes me sad. I'll go ahead and take 3 wood. Kind of the onus is on the person who plays the buyer to be like kind of proactive about buying. Doesn't buy from Wolfie anymore because Wolfie's got all his wood, defense 15. So leaving Wolfie to have extra wood is not such a big deal. Could take 4 clay here. 4 clay gives me access to Reno plus pottery, or Reno plus stone oven. I think I'll probably build the well with this move. Yeah, well looks good. And then my last move can be day labor, and then beanhole a vegetable to round 10. Beanhole the vegetable. Yep. Bean the vegetable and then feed 8. Wolfie saying his shovel worker's in effect now. Yep. Yeah, like it's gonna be difficult for me to get enough wood to fence nicely. Now, riding plow helps that quite a bit. However, riding plow costs 4 wood. Riding plow is extremely expensive to play. Should I take 3 wood here? Oh, he can't buy. I should definitely take 3 wood. If Slim had not just announced he had no food, I would maybe not have taken 3 wood. That's funny. I swear this panda's gonna get used at some point. At some point. Slim takes the clay. Oh, of course. Of course, clay supports. Yeah, he's gonna build 2 more rooms for a 5-point cloister. And 4-point wooden strongbox. Oh no, the clay. Oh, I wanted that clay. Oh, I never paid for my well, by the way. I should probably do that. Here's Hedgekeeper for Montu. Yeah, so like these guys are both dodging the well, the wood buyer much better than I am, which is a problem for me. Because I am not dodging the well at all. Plus, Reedstone Food, get a point from Panda. Slim is going to family growth play Black Swan Lake. So then I'll day labor again and maybe beanhole for the last time. And then after that, I'm going to want to start accumulating the vegetables. It would be nice to build the Peasant's Boutique. So Basket Maker's Workshop is still a target for me. Wolfie just played Reed Pond. Okay, so Wolfie will have enough Reed to build the Basket Maker's Workshop in round 12. Unless he renos, in which case round 13. Montu needs a Reed action. Slim is going to spend his Reed on building rooms, so I don't think I have to worry about Slim doing it. I could play Chimney Sweep here to get even more food. That seems like kind of a weak move compared to just taking grain, though. Yeah, I can just take grain, I think. I need grain at some point. Fence 9 for 6. Okay, we do need to remember the pickler. Yeah, so I do want to start accumulating the food. Other thing is I do have to hit 3 occupations to play riding plow. So Play Chimney Sweep, play Field Warden. Or play Merchant might even be playable because I'm running out of time to play these cards, and I kind of want to play all of them. Not Costermongers because of the wood food, but Riding Plow, Doe, Peasant's Boutique. I'd like to play all of those, and I want to play the Basque Maker's Workshop. So that's 4 more. So maybe playing Merchant is worthwhile. Merchant might save me 1 action. It might be like 2 food for 1 action, which is acceptable considering how much food I'm getting off of day labor. So I want to play Field Warden with like my last move in round 12 so that I can start player Riding Plow round 13 to give myself access to Reno Fence round 14. I think that should be my plan because then I can last action plow so round 13, last action plow so round 14. I think that should be the setup. To aim for, yeah, a really good first action round 14 like Reno Fence. So that means I need to have a bunch of wood in round 13. I need to have a couple crops, which I have grain already. So if I beanhole 1 more vegetable and then do I need to beanhole this vegetable? Maybe I don't. So I'm at 9. I need to feed 8. I need to pay 2 for occupation, so ignore that. Then I'll have 2 here. Now I probably need to bean one more, in all likelihood. Whoops, not up there. I thought we were 1 round later than we are. I might not get to stone. I might not have time. Because if I pick up 4 clay and Reno in round 12, it's going to be tight. I do have 3. I have lots of freedom with this round. That's for sure. Just because there's not very many pressures on my game. I have all my food set up. So really I just need to take wood. I don't need to worry about plowing. So I mean I'm taking wood, I'm taking day labor, and then I'm probably taking reed and taking reed twice maybe. Wolfie took the 2 boar, and then Montu is playing start player bathroom. Alright. 3 wood. So 1 vegetable sow plus bathroom equals 4 things. 4 vegetables, maxed vegetable points. And he has pickler. Slim says buy wood, okay. Oh, whoops, other way around. Oh, he has Black Swan Lake food, of course. Wood sold. Building the fireplace so Slim can finally start eating his sheep, I guess. Montu playing donkey. Interesting. Is this going to be on Reno? Yeah, nice. I like this. Donkey's quite a nice card. So he's happy. Now he wants to just probably take grain, take vegetable. So chimney sweep is looking more impressive now than it was before. Am I doing reedstone food again? Am I doing 2 reed? Reedstone food. Get a point for my panda. So now if I get 4 clay in round 12, I'm ready to reno to a stone house. And I've gotten 3 points out of my panda, which feels like kind of the minimum that you want for it to be worth it. So then my last 2 moves can be occupation chimney sweep and then day labor. Get a vegetable, not beanhole it, start accumulating vegetables. And then round 12, again, I will day labor, I will play field warden, I will probably take wood and then fence, maybe as my 4 moves. Something like that. Or maybe not fence. Yeah, I guess I'm setting up for fencing round 14, aren't I? So we'll go ahead and play chimney sweep here. So, I get 2 food. And then pay a food. So I probably did not need to beanhole that last vegetable. But my feeding is set up for the rest of the game, so I'm not too worried about it. Slim plays wooden strongbox. Yep. So Slim's certainly gonna build at least 1 more room, probably 2 more, I would expect. I have so much food. I am way overkill on food. I'm gonna pick up 4 food from day labor here. And I've got 3 more food on the board. And I've got field warden, so I've got 26 effective food. So even if I have to feed 10 and 13 and 14, I'm almost done. Taking day labor 1 more time after this gets me the maximum possible food I could need for the rest of the game. So I can definitely afford to play a card like Dough, for example. Feed 8. If I hide it on click, I'm not sure what area you can drag it by. Oh, I see. Like you're talking about the extension. What is it? Let's see the round 12 card. It's Plow Sow. So Montu will very likely Plow Sow. Actually, maybe not. Because he has no crops to sow. There's a chance he doesn't plow sow, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, can't deal on plow sow. Pick this up, and we'll grab our 4 clay here. The 4 wood is very nice, but the 4 clay seems like it's a very important move. Seems like it's an extremely important move, actually. We don't even need to start play around 13. We have I forgot that I'm gonna have improvement actions on Reno. So I could play riding plow, play doe, that way. So I'm going for 3 stone there. Tells me he's going to still try to get to a stone house. I think you should probably give up on it. That's what I would have done personally. Just because like a card like an action like 2 sheep is 4 food. That's so many points for Slim. That's 2 fields, or that's 2 fields and 2, or a field and 2 wood. Like that's a lot of good stuff. Four wood. That 4 wood coming back is massive. Massive for me. So then my last 2 moves may be Field Warden and then Reno Riding Plow. I guess if 3 wood comes back around and Slim still has 0 food, I should be taking wood. That's the time to take wood. Especially because 9 will let me fill up my... Like, getting to another 3 food is pretty good. How has Beanhole worked out for me this game? It's been a ton of food. Like, my food is maxed out. It's like totally maxed out. I should take wood, right? Take wood while I can. The problem is it is leaving my Reno action kind of late. Yeah, let's play Field Warden here. Yeah, I've been treating it like a 7 food. It's been a 7 food action, and I got to grow in this game since I got to grow in round 7 and round 8 because of manipulating the family growth queue. So that meant I needed a really efficient feeding action in round 8, and Beanhole was it. You know, I played Beanhole on family growth, and then played Undergardener, and then Day Labor. And there you go. I have 7 food going into round 9, which was awesome. And I'm at 16 food at the start of round 12, right? So I'm looking peachy. Yeah, so another 3 wood is quite good. Montu doesn't really need the wood so much. Slim sort of does, but Slim is happy taking it from other people. Yeah, there's that 2 sheep. So Slim did get the 2 stone actions. The problem is he also wants to play Cloister, so he needs another... If he's going to build any more rooms, he needs even more. Used it with Acquirer. Oh, that sounds fun. Wolfie Renos. Okay, that's good. I'm happy to see that. Because I guess there is tension around the Reno space. Yeah, 3 players left to Reno, or 4 Renos left, only 3 actions. It's a bit of a problem. Do we pick up the wood here, or do we day labor? Probably pick up the wood, I think. If I can't use the stone, there is the stone oven available. There is the pottery available. There is Basket Maker's Workshop available. So if I can't get to a stone house, I have alternatives. They're not as good, but the best case scenario is I get to reno major into reno fence. Probably shouldn't have the cooking symbol. Cards like these generally do not have the cooking symbol. I think that's probably an element that could be improved. What's my sequence next round? Probably first action has to be Reno. Probably I'm hoping that Slim does not start player, and that if I first action Reno and Slim doesn't start player, then I can get to Stone in round 14. I think that's what we have to hope for. And we have to hope that the alternative actions are good enough that other people want them. So like Montu probably 2 cattle here. And so then we're hoping that Slim likes Plauso. Ruska here? Yeah. Yeah, I think he was working on the extension. He was asking questions about it. But I think he's generally around. You can add him on you can mention him on Discord and probably respond on there. I think he's online. Or maybe not. Montu's gonna start player Stone Chimney. Alright, that works. That works. Was gonna tell him that Smuggler pulls up Harvester. Is that happening like right now? Wolfie says, I know who to blame for my loss. That's funny. Here's Riding Plow. So I wonder if Wolfie saying, why don't I have these good cards? I mean, Wood Collector and Cured Meat are pretty good. And Reed Pond. Oh, I did draft Harvester 3rd pick in the last draft because we had an aborted game that we had to restart. So maybe it's pulling stuff from there. So what's this move? I'm pretty sure this move is Day Labor into Plow, right? To go for the Pickler bonus. Oh, I still have more moves. Oh, I've only done 1 move, so I don't need to Day Labor here. I can Day Labor next action. Alright. So, person. Reno is going to be Reno plus fence, I believe, right? So then I can take a 2-point sheep action with this move, or I could take grain. Grain is 2 points, although it makes it less likely that I'll hit the Pickler bonus. I could play a card like Doe. Nah, just taking Boar seems fine. Yeah. 2-point bore seems fine. Looks like hand from the last game is cached. Interesting. Yeah, because we didn't get all the way through it. We had to stop it. We had to stop the game. Because Alexandria was AFK. Actually, did she ever come back? I never looked. Did she just leave? Yeah, she just left, unfortunately. So I think I'll probably play another one. This game's going pretty quick. So yeah, plan to do another game after this one. Grantor. There's some food. Some food. A lot of Montu's farm is wrong. Interesting. There is also the position issue. FFFFV, and then I'll plow sow. Feed 8. And then harvest. Yeah, the position is a thing where it has to do with the resizing of the boards, and I haven't done it since I've gone in, but the zoom might not be like 100%. So depending on how it grabs, position coordinates, like I find that it works pretty consistently. It's just like every once in a while I notice like it's not performing exactly the way I would expect it to. So Slim is going for it. Slim goes for the next 2 rooms. I don't know if he's going to be able to play Cloister. I hope he does. I hope he plays Cloister. But the problem is, if he plays Cloister, he's not going to get a Reno action round 14. So he can't play Cloister with this move. He needs to play something that gets him 2 food. Or 2 stone, sorry. Let's see it. Like how Wolfie was saying, why don't I have any of these good cards? I literally have 2 good cards. I think the rest of my cards are pretty bad. You can tell from the fact that I haven't played any of them. Fortunately, they have been synergistic, and that's been the key issue, the key thing for me this game. These cards have been fairly synergistic, and then also, I think I manipulated the family growth queue well. I think building 1 room was really, that worked out well, obviously, for me. A lot of people, like, I could have easily built 2 rooms there, but build 1 room worked out nice. I played Chimney Sweep. Yeah, exactly. I played Chimney Sweep when I already have, looks like 5 more food than I need. Maybe 6 more food than I need. If I get family growth in the last round, then it's not quite as bad, but yeah, I have way more food than I need. I should have maybe played Merchant, because Merchant would have let me play Dough. And then if I had played Dough, then I could beanhole a vegetable here. And then even though I'm going to overkill on vegetables, like it would make getting the pickler more difficult, but it would let me play some more cards, which would probably be good. Did I pay for my food when I played Field Watchman or Field Warden? When did I play Field Warden? On Occupation. Yep, removed 1. Yep. See, I just have a ridiculous amount of food. I love Chimney Sweep. I think part of the problem with Chimney Sweep is that it depends on people building ovens and getting to stone, which is not that common. So ideally, Montu only wants to... Well, probably doesn't want to eat any vegetables, actually. Because I get to 6. So Montu wants to make sure that he stays above 6. If he hits 7, that should be enough. Because I'll get up to 6, and I don't have to eat anything else. So yeah, so then I could have played Merchant instead of Chimney Sweep. And then I could have played, when I played Riding Plow, I could have also played Dough. And then I could be looking at playing Basket Maker's Workshop and Peasant's Boutique with the same major improvement action. I took it a few times when its power was bugged on Maruska's extension. I don't think its power is bugged, actually. I think the power of the card is just legitimately very high. It's drafted extremely low, but the thing about this card is that it gives you food before you play the occupation. I think that effect is really good. I think this effect is really good. The fact that it gives food before you play Chimney Sweep. So you can play this with a card like Educator and potentially have it be food neutral. You can play it to gain food in some situations. Is it bugged? Okay. I think its power is like higher than you would think though. Overlaps with AG2 version. Oh. I feel like this effect is strong. It's like 5.1. Okay, yeah, it shouldn't be 5.1. I was thinking like, isn't it like 3 something? Pretty sure it's 3 something. G4, G5. Chimney Sweep. Oh, its power is 0.5. Never mind. I thought it was an underrated card. I still think it's an underrated card, but yeah, those stats are pretty bad. I have way too much food. This is fence 8. Looks good. Go to stone. I'm not hitting Constable either way, so I'm not worried about it. How many vegetables did Montu get to? He got to 8. So he can probably eat 1 with his cooking hearth. My farm ends up very similar to Montu's. Yeah, I don't have the Pickler score though. Yeah, thanks, Maruska. That's awesome. So, Slim. Slim will fence. And then Slim wants to take 2 stone and play the cloister, but Slim doesn't have enough food to do that, I don't think. So it doesn't seem like that's what's going to happen. I should probably take a 2-point cattle here. Taking 6 wood and then building some stables seems okay. But that's 2 moves for 3 points, so 1 move for 2 points is better for now. Probably taking grain is a 2-point action now, because there's basically no way I hit the pickler bonus. Yeah, no, Montu will never let me hit the pickler bonus. So yeah, taking grain is better than sowing an extra vegetable. So grain is 2 points. Grain and then plow sow. Ooh, can Slim afford to play an occupation here? Slim needs food. Probably gonna end up having to eat this sheep. I guess it's not like there's a whole lot of food on the board. Monty's favorite rant about picklers that players go crazy to fight for it. He has 8 vegetable. That's good. I like that. You know what he would say? He would say, "Oh, I played very normally. I just happened to want to play Potato Dibber and Bathroom." You know. That's good. Yeah, Slim has a nice game. Just needs food. Needed more food. He needed a combo like I had. Under Gardener plus Beanhole. Because if he had this, then taking day labor every round would have really been like 2 food, a plow, and 2 wood. Something like that. And that's an amazing action. So, yeah, if he had had something like that, that would have been way better. Pretty silly that plow sow has not been taken yet. Oh no, it has. What am I saying? Montu did it with his first move. I don't know, for some reason I just did not see the yellow there for a little bit. It blended in. I guess with Field Warden I don't see any actions on the plow sow space. They are invisible to me. For lunch, chili dogs or order pizza? Well, I have pizza all the time. So I say chili dogs, but I mean, I eat pizza all the time. So whenever I feel like there's an option, I should always take the other one. But sometimes that would be more work. Alright, so we score whatever we have plus 4. So we probably score around like 48. No, only 45. That's lower than I would have expected. Probably not enough to win. So yeah, I think you can look at the fact that we have 6 extra food at the end of the game, and certainly I spent one too many actions going on day labor. So if that one action on day labor was me playing costermongers or me playing dough, or instead of playing chimney sweep I had played merchant, then I think that's where we can pull off the win. But without that, no. Unfortunately. Yeah, Montu's got there. He's at 46 already without the pickler bonus. GG. Chili dog versus Ideal's chili dog in Toledo, Ohio. $45 here, GG. I will probably, what am I gonna have? I'll probably make some kind of egg and bagel and thing. Man, it's been hard not buying meat products, because yesterday I bought a tiny little pack of vegetarian breakfast sausages for $4, and I could have gotten, and they're 400 grams, and I could have, for $10, I could have gotten a 2 kilogram pack of like regular meat breakfast sausages. It was just like, oh no. It felt really bad. But trying to, for the environment, you know, for the environment. So yeah, looks like Montu hit 49, which is good. Beats me by 4 points. Looks like a better farm than 45. Yeah, I don't have a fifth person, and most of my, I didn't play that many cards, and I don't have any global bonuses. So even though I have max crops and fields and 4 pastures, I'm still I've got negative on sheep, I've got negative on space. Missing that fifth family member is almost like a -3, and honestly this 6 food is like a negative. I'll do another. I'm going to do another. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, but I'll do another game. Site's quite active, so we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Yeah, negative on sheep. No, not many animal points because my fencing came so late. GG. Getting me through this quarantine. So they were saying that if family growth came in round 12, then it would be a win for me. Yeah, because Montu would go up to 5 family members, so he would not be able to take family growth even without room, so then I would have gotten it. So it was a pretty big swing. But certainly Montu helped me get to stone. So if Montu doesn't help me get to stone, then it's that makes a difference. So all right, so yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. I'll leave the stream up. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then we'll do another game. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free Twitch sub per month, which you can use on me. And go to twitch.tv/play_agricola, and I'd appreciate that support. And otherwise, stay healthy, guys. Wash your hands. Don't go out. Stay home. And oh, here's a question. If I'm playing multiple games a day, usually I only upload like try to only upload 1 YouTube video a day. Should I upload more than 1 YouTube video a day? Is that something you guys would like? Are people stuck at home and eager for more content? Or would you prefer I backlog some of these and then use them in the future when I won't be able to stream, so that I can maintain like daily uploads? So yeah, let me know about that. So yeah, I'll be back. If you're watching live, I'll be back in a bit. And if you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed this little video. And we'll see you next time. Bye.